Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to my modded world. If you remember last video, I was kind of debating where to go from here. We've kind of found a lovely little place to settle down in, but I wasn't sure where I wanted to go after this. You're rummaging in my chest, I suppose that's fine. And I've turned my render distance down a little bit so the game runs a little bit smoother, but we did indeed find a very lovely place to settle down in. And I kind of wanted to just get on with modded Minecraft, and in between episodes I've been thinking, which mod do I want to go with? And I really want to get a little storage system down, which we have the Applied Energetics 2 mod for, which I sort of know a little bit about, but definitely not a lot. So while I was trying to do some research for, how to get that all to work, I remembered you need electricity for, electronics to work. So I ended up downloading another one of the mods I sort of know that will get us some cool electricity, and it is the mechanism mod. So this is a very fun mod, and my favorite way to get energy from this is with the wind generator, the wind turbine. But it's definitely a little bit of a crafting recipe, especially because mechanism has its own custom ores, which we have to go out and find, and we have to do it in unloaded chunks because, well, these haven't been loaded into the loaded chunks before the mechanism mod was installed. So I believe we do have to go to some unloaded chunks. But then we should be able to make this all pretty simply enough. The recipe isn't too complicated from what I remember. It is my preferred starter energy source when I have this in a world. So I think that's going to be our goal today. We're going to try and go to some unloaded chunks to mine. We're gonna get mainly what we really need is oh, I didn't need to save that, the osmium. That's what we kind of need to start everything off, and once we have that we should be good to go. But also, as you can see, I've saved the recipe for a waystone because I think if we find any amethyst, it'll be life-changing. We'll just be able to go home whenever we want to, because I think I'm gonna place this one right here, because I definitely do think I want to stay here because we're kind of high up. So the wind turbines should get some good, wind down here. We can always just move it up into the sky if we need it later, but for now I think this will be a nice little place to call home. So I think if we look on the map, if we keep walking west, we should head into unloaded chunks relatively quickly, and then we just need to find a cave. But I'm thinking, is there anything else I necessarily wish to take with me? I'll take well, actually, what do I have in my backpack? I don't think I need this. We're also still looking for redstone. I see this and I remember. Oh yes, redstone. Oh, we have food. Okay, I was like, we're kind of maybe a little bit low on food, but no, we're fine. Boom. We have some food going. What else can I sort of leave behind? This will be fine. Yeah, I think we should be, that doesn't fit. We should be good to go, I think, on an adventure. I will be back here whenever I'm back. But yes, welcome. I hope you're ready for some good old modded Minecraft. And this, at this point we're kind of going to get into the more complex aspects of modded Minecraft, because so far we've really just been exploring, and now, well, today it'll probably just be some more exploring because we're looking for materials. We're going to be in the mines, but eventually, I'm essentially going to have to assemble like a supercomputer that holds all my storage, which is super fun once it works, but to get it to work can sometimes be just a little bit more difficult. But I think if we head into unloaded chunks, the new materials should be in there. That would make the most sense, but also I haven't necessarily tried this before, so if I can't find anything, I'll have to do a little bit of research. But I'm glad I researched this before the video started, because otherwise we'd be making a whole complex computer for storage with no electricity. That just goes to show that sometimes in modded Minecraft, you need different mods to work together to truly get the final best result. Okay, I think we're headed into unloaded areas. Maybe I'll head into the purple forest that we can kind of see on our map. I can see that we're loading it in, so it is unknown, and maybe we'll find a nice little cave over there. And I like purple forests. I want to see what they're like. Boom. We might want to head down there, see if that goes anywhere. But I want to see what this purple forest is called. This is currently still a shrubland. A lavender forest. Lovely. That would make sense. Okay. And now let's just kind of head into the first little opening into the ground we can see, or else we'll just dig straight down. Because that's definitely how you're supposed to play Minecraft. Just dig straight down. Okay, and now we're... Oh, I do also quite like this biome sometimes. The little pastures. There, once again, the blocks are like almost 2 blocks tall, so I kind of dislike that. But other than that, it is a pretty neat biome. And I think I'm just gonna start digging. That's gravel. Now we're looking for osmium, I believe. And okay, good, it worked. We found some osmium. The timing of that, incredible. But we need a little bit because of course this requires osmium. So we need at least 3. But to craft this, we also need osmium. So at least 4. But do we need at least 4? We need at least 5, but I think it's going to be a resource we're going to need a lot of. So I'm just going to see if we can find any. And while we're here, we might as well get some, you know, create materials. We're fine. We've got hearts. We've got hearts for days. But glad to know that this is all working well. Sometimes, you know, different mods together can be a little bit complicated, but I think, as we can all see, actually, I might as well just use my fortune. At this point, you know, if we're here anyway. It's crazy that this diamond pickaxe is slower than my iron one simply because it has efficiency 3. Like, that's crazy. But this does have fortune, which I think will just help us get more materials in the long run. But yes, I think this is a good mission. If only we could find some amethyst, then we can teleport back home. And if we can also still find redstone, then we've basically achieved all of our dreams. Okay, tin is also from mechanism, so that's good that we're finding that now because we'll probably need it at some point and we don't necessarily have access to it near our house. Which is why I think I'm probably gonna place, if I find amethyst, place a waystone around here so that we can always just come back to this area and know that anything west of here was unloaded. Oh, I just threw my pickaxe. Don't mind that. Why am I using... Do I not have a better axe on me? Okay, that's crazy. Okay, we're finding plenty of tin. Would love a little bit more osmium though. But I won't say no to some coal. But yeah, I think once we have this going, we'll be setting up a little wind generator farm, which will be generating plenty of electricity for us for when we finally have the ME storage system. Which, if you don't know what that is, I suggest watching the next few videos to find out. But it's essentially an electronic storage system where we have like drives, much like I imagine computers work, although I don't necessarily know how computers work, but drives where we sort of store our storage or materials on, and we can have more storage, we can have less storage, and then we're all able to access all of that via like a terminal. So just almost like this, we can access all of it, and we can have like built-in crafting in there if we want it. There's a bunch of cool automation features we can do with it if we so desire. But of course, we'll start with a very basic setup and work our way up from there. But yeah, pretty excited to see what we can get done with all that. Some more zinc for create. Won't say no to all that. This create is also something I definitely do want to explore. A little bit more osmium. Osmium looks to be a little bit more rare than, you know, the other stuff. Boom, okay. I don't know if it's like biome specific, maybe doesn't really spawn in this biome, or if it is just a more rare material. But we definitely need a lot of it. So we're gonna just keep gathering some materials. Anything we see can be useful. But I will also, you know, have to go back home at some point and start the actual crafting process. But I suppose this is Minecraft, so mining is also a part of what we should probably be doing. And I'm not complaining. I could be in the mines all day. Just looking for little materials, grabbing them. Granted, the mobs, you know, spawning aren't the best part, but so far, we've been pretty good. I thought there was more here. Maybe there was only the one. Okay. You're fun. I don't know what you're used for, but you're pretty. I shouldn't have talked about the mobs. I'll grab a little bit while we're here. Wait, actually, I don't need fortune for this. And we'll just go back out. Boom. Just a couple of blocks. Oh, more materials here. Oh, I figured there was probably gravel there. As soon as I broke that, I was like, oh, there's gotta be gravel. Honestly, let's see what's... Tin? Okay, you're tin. Let's see what's down below. I won't say no to just a little bit of iron. Oh, this looks spider infested. That's probably not the best, but we can be brave. On the quest for greatness, we can be great. We can be great and brave. And like, there's only iron over here. I'm really just looking for an amethyst. Where are we at? Okay. Amethyst. Do we see it? Roughly that way. And I keep throwing my pickaxe out. No thank you. No copper. And I suppose we're gathering a bunch of materials that, oh, osmium, love to see it. That we can afterwards throw in our system. So, oh, a little vein of osmium. This is perfect. I feel like we've been struggling to find osmium a lot, so getting this is a nice surprise. And what are you? You have beautiful colors. You look like you're a little bit rarer. That's a difficult word. Fluorite. Fluorite. I don't like the way those two letters go together. Like duo, but then with a fluo, right? I suppose? Oh. We're not even really close, but we found something. Okay, let me at least put a torch here so I know that this is where we're going, and then I'm gonna grab a couple things I can see. Oh, don't be stuck in a hole when the zombie gets here. Okay. We're calm. Okay, we're definitely getting a little bit more osmium now, which I'm very happy to see. We'll at the very least have enough for our first project, and we'll see from there. Perfect. Anything else I want to grab? Let me... boom. I'll just, you know, keep grabbing all the materials. Other than copper. I will not be grabbing copper. If I need it for any crafting recipes, I suppose I'll go out and grab it, but not my favorite block in Minecraft. In fact, it might be my least favorite block in Minecraft. Oh, what are you? Uranium. I feel like you might be problematic. This is pretty though. I love when the mods just have pretty blocks. And I'm like, at some point maybe I'll come back and grab more of this, but for now I'm just, you know, taking the pretty blocks. So if I ever do want it, I have access to it. Honestly, also a big fan of calcite as a building block. So while we're in here, might as well grab just a little bit of both of it. Oh, I reloaded my shaders. Where were we? Oh yes, mining for materials. A little bit of gold never hurt. Okay, this doesn't have actually anything like in its center. Oh, we're close to home. Well, we're in the direction of home. There we go. Oh, there's lava here. I was just wondering where the light was coming from. And redstone. Everything we've ever wanted. And lead. We're finding just all of the materials. We're finding just all of the materials, which I'm definitely not complaining about. A little bit of zinc. And let's head back this way, the way we did come from at some point. Probably. Yes. We've got pretty much everything of like actual value over here. And then we head like I wanted to. like I wanted to, we head over to the amethyst. I should probably eat. And then I just see the whole wall of materials I didn't mine. Whoops. And of course it's osmium, the whole reason we're here, and I just miss it on the wall. That's crazy. And a little bit of tin. A little bit of tin for the journey. There we go. Okay. Now we can keep going roughly in this direction. Right? Pretty much? No, roughly in this direction. Okay, got it. Getting all sorts of turned around in here. Don't mind if I do. There's so many creepers today. I'm just not reacting to them. But why should I react when I have 30 hearts, you know? That'll take a whole lot more to kill me. Oh, you know, that could have definitely been the enemy, just falling however far down. That would have been just terrible, terrible timing. And we've reached our destination. Can you turn okay, with create you can turn amethyst blocks into shards or with a cutting board. Okay, that's good to know. So I will grab a bit of that because then we've essentially got what we need. Okay, you don't drop anything. It's only the full-sized ones, right? Okay. And if we grab just a couple of amethyst blocks, we can always chop them down into the shards if we need them. And while we're here, we'll just grab some more calcite. And then in theory, we should be pretty good to go. Okay, where's this lava pool that I'm seeing on my map? Is that? Oh no! Well, what's that? I've never been in the deep dark before. I will have you know. So I suppose we'll try and sneak around here a little bit next video just to see if there's any diamonds around. I originally came down here for obsidian because we do need a little bit of obsidian, which I figure I had in my backpack, but I didn't. So it's good that we're here. But that's terrifying. I've never been in the deep dark before, so I suppose that is a problem for next video. I'm just gonna make a little safe house. Just a little bit. But yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do truly appreciate your support. I hope you're ready for some modded Minecraft because we're about to get into the actual modding of it now that we've gathered some of our materials. I'll probably explore this little area quickly for some cool blocks. Because I'm definitely seeing a lot around here. And maybe a diamond or two. Because we're so close to just having enough diamonds for a diamond upgrade. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're ready for the next video. And hopefully I'll see you again very soon. And until next time. Alright, bye-bye.